After working with thousands of students on the ACT, I found one thing that holds students back more than anything else, and it's actually when a student works too hard for too long. You can have the smartest student in the world who's willing to do all the work, and you can put together the best study plan, but it can all fall apart if you make this one mistake. Out of all the students that I've personally worked with to improve ACT scores, pretty much every single one of the best results has come in 12 weeks from start to finish with about 1 hour per day of studying. So in this video, I'm going to show you why it's a mistake to prepare for too long and what you should be doing instead to prepare more efficiently and get a better outcome in a shorter period of time. So let me go ahead and start off with a real world example here. A few years back when I was doing more of a tutoring program, I was working with a student named Vikram. So what happened here is that Vikram and his dad came to me after he initially scored a 25 on the ACT and they were looking to get into the low to mid 30s. And Vikram's dad was really involved in the process. He really wanted Vikram to work hard and he really wanted him to get that score into the 30s. And he just wanted to make sure that Vikram was doing everything that he possibly could in order to get that top score. So he hired me as a tutor to work one-on-one with him for 4 hours a week. And he also wanted Vikram to be doing 10 hours per week of extra ACT homework outside of the time that he and I were meeting together. And he wanted us to be doing this over the course of 6 months. And unfortunately, I just personally didn't know any better than this at the time. I was still really new in the ACT coaching journey. I was still a tutor and not an ACT coach. So I said, sure, let's do it. I mean, this is way more time and effort than any other student that I've ever worked with. But I mean, more is always better, right? Like more effort will get us a better outcome than less effort. And of course, I was also fine with it because I was meeting with Vikram for 4 hours a week and I was getting paid based on how much time I was meeting with him. So the more that I met with him, the more that I got paid. So Vikram and I started working together and we actually made some really good improvement really quickly, as you would expect from somebody who's working 14 hours a week on the ACT. And within just a month and a half, Vikram had gotten his score on full-length practice tests from that 25 where we started out up into the low 30s. And so we kept going at the same pace where Vikram was working 14 hours a week. And when we were about 3 months in, that's when things started to go a little bit wrong. And this is where Vikram just started dragging a little bit on his work. He started being a little bit less focused during our one-on-one meetings. And he also started losing his focus and his attention to detail on the work he was doing outside of our one-on-ones. He slowly started making a lot of the same mistakes that we had already fixed in the first month or two of working together. And not only that, but he also started making some new mistakes that he had never made before, even before we started working together. And after we kept going downhill for a few weeks in a row, I realized that we had made a pretty big mistake in terms of this overall preparation plan. Vikram was simply getting overwhelmed and burned out from all the work he had put in, and his scores on practice tests started actually going down back into the upper 20s instead of where he was in the low 30s. And unfortunately, when I brought this up to Vikram's dad, he actually had a little bit of a different perspective. He thought that Vikram was just being a little bit lazy and just needed to simply work harder and grind through it. And so he actually wanted us to increase the workload, going from meeting 4 times a week to meeting every single day of the week, and also assigning Vikram some more practice to do on top of that. But at this point, I finally pushed back and said that I wanted to go in the opposite direction and start just meeting probably once or twice a week and really decrease the amount of time that we were spending on ACT stuff outside of our meetings as well. So we had these two completely opposite perspectives, and what we ended up doing was just meeting right back in the middle with our original plan. And unfortunately, what happened here is that Vikram just simply could not keep up with the work. He kept getting more and more burned out until eventually he was just simply basically not even trying on his practice tests or really paying too much attention during our one-on-one sessions. And I do not blame him at all. I mean, no high schooler out there can really focus on ACT preparation stuff for 6 months at a time, especially when they're working on this stuff for like 2 hours a day, every single day of the week. And so Vikram ended up scoring a 27 on the ACT, which was a tiny bit better than that original 25 that he had, but nowhere near where he should have been if he had gone through a proper ACT studying process. And I personally have to take complete responsibility for this mistake. I just simply didn't know any better. It was a few years ago, and this was before I really knew all of the ins and outs of laying out an actual study plan for the right period of time with the right amount of workload. So personally, what I took away from this is that I needed to be stricter about working with students over a defined set period of time with the goal to take the ACT at the end of it and put the test behind us forever so we never have to think about it again. It's way easier for a student to go all in and commit to their ACT prep if they can see a defined finish line in front of them, and that finish line is not too far in the future, and also if their ACT prep doesn't take up every single hour of their free time during the week. So what I did is I looked at all the different preparation plans that that I've had with different students, and I took all of the most successful outcomes, and I found that basically every single one of those most successful outcomes came within a period of about 4 weeks on the low end and about 12 weeks on the very high end, with about 1 hour per day of ACT studying being the absolute sweet spot. And we can see a big contrast in the outcomes here when we look at a recent student that I had named Carter. Carter came to me at the beginning of August of this year, and he had just scored a 23 on the ACT. And we set a goal for him to go from that 23 up into the upper 20s by that September 14th ACT, which was just about 6 weeks away. And Carter was a pretty busy kid. He was a rising senior, so he was just starting his senior year. He was starting all of his college applications, and he had basketball season coming up, which was a big commitment for him. But when Carter and I talked a little bit and we worked together back and forth to lay out a good plan for him, he knew that he could really focus and go all in since he had that deadline and that finish line in front of him of that September 14th test. He knew that we weren't just going to drag this on indefinitely, so he said, hey, I will commit to the 6-week process where I'll really go all in since I know that I'll be done with it after the 6 weeks. And guess what happened? Carter worked incredibly hard for the entirety of the 6 weeks that we worked together. I met with him one-on-one every week, and I also gave him a to-do list of things that he needed to do outside of our one-on-one meetings. And he finished every single item on the checklist every single week. No questions asked, no complaints or anything like that. He showed up to our one-on-one meetings ready to go, ready to learn, asking good questions. He asked good questions throughout the week when he was messaging back and forth with me, and he was really just focused and engaged for the entirety of the 6 weeks because he knew that he was going to be done after that 6 weeks was over. So overall, it was not really a huge surprise to me when after that 6 weeks, he had taken his original score of that 23 and turned that into an ACT score of a 30. So if we compare these two students, Vikram and Carter, Vikram over here worked way more. He put in way more total hours than Carter did, but Vikram ended up going from a 25 to a 27, whereas Carter ended up going from a 23 up to a 30. And this is simply because it's just impossible for a student to stay focused and locked in on their ACT prep for a long period of time without really having a finish line that they can look forward to. So when you're planning out your ACT studying, pick a short period of time where you can really go all in and just work diligently. If you're doing it efficiently, then the process should not drag on forever. And if you're looking for someone to personally guide you along the way and make sure that you're being efficient and make sure that you have that finish line that you're going to hit, then my coaching program might be a good fit for you. I personally work one-on-one with all my students to make sure that they're staying on the right path and make sure that they're going to be successful. So if you want to see if we're a good fit to work together, then go ahead and check out the description down below, and there'll be some information on there for how you can learn more. Other than that, check out the rest of the videos right here on my YouTube channel for more information on how to improve your ACT score, and I'll see you in the next one.